Aloha and welcome to TheDoorTalks. We're in
Hi.
beautiful Scarif today. Rogue One, your favourite.
I fucking love this movie. I
really-
look forward to this. We've done 4 other movies which have been okay, but I've really been thinking about this and just pushing and pushing.
You have been pushing this one quite a
'Cause
lot.
I actually was happy to watch it again. I've probably seen it about 5 times now. I fucking love this movie. And I'm going to go right out and say this.
Yeah.
After rewatching it yesterday, I would be quite happy if that was it.
What do you mean?
As in terms of the Star Wars films we've watched... Oh, sorry. In terms of, say, the originals, as in 4, 5 and 6...
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy just having 4, 5 and 6, this, and I'm sorted.
Right,
Fuck the prequels.
You're saying fuck the prequels now?
I'm not saying that... Well,
You're fucking off
I don't need
pod
them.
racing.
I don't need them.
Okay.
And,
no, I agree with that. This is a fan... Like, you don't need Solo, even though that works with the same sort of cast.
Yeah.
You just need this one, because, I don't know,
This-
you don't need the others.
To me, this perfectly fits onto episode 4, A New Hope, and then you've got Return of the Jedi at the end. I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, we're going to talk about Force Awakens and Last Jedi next time, and I don't hate them, but from watching this, I was like, I don't really need them. Like,
yeah, no, I get that. I feel like it showed like an option of you can do something with the Star Wars universe and not make it the way that they've made it and J.J. Abrams has made it.
yeah, it
It
just
gave
throughout
like,
it just seemed very different. Like in some of the new ones, some of the comedy's a little bit forced. Whereas in this, there are jokes in it, but to me, it's a bit drier. It's not like, haha, I've just made this joke. You can laugh.
It feels like most of the jokes just come through K2SO.
Yeah, but to me, they come across quite naturally. It's not like you're going, oh, that didn't land. You kind of think, oh yeah, that's quite funny, little smile, or it's not.
Yeah.
And it's a really weird thing to like encapsulate the whole film, but the thing I really like about it makes me sort of go, this is a bit of a different Star Wars movie is when Jyn, right at the start, very close to the start, she's on like a prison little car being driven along before K2SO gets her. And there's a stormtrooper like sat, like proper, I'm probably really hunched over, really uncomfortable, but he seemed like a real
person.
It seemed very real, like he was, because all the stormtroopers usually just stood up straight or running around missing things, but they never seemed that like real things.
No,
real people.
I think they've tried to push that in The Force Awakens as well a little bit because they did the whole real sort of like what they were saying.
Yeah,
they did kind of what like Robot Chicken has been doing recently.
I forgot his name. And Finn's sort of he's when you actually, I suppose he gives
so
more
you
humanity.
You humanise the stormtroopers a little
but just
bit.
in terms of feeling like a more tangible, real thing. Just that stupid stuff. I know it's a really bizarre thing to think of. But it was just like. I was like, yeah, I totally get him. He's actually working. He's having a shit day. He's carrying some people across.
And then there's another line where they were talking about the T-60s or whatever.
Nice little Easter egg thing.
Yeah.
I love this movie, and I've written some things down. And I was
I've written some written some things. I've written some not issues that I've got with the film, but no, it's I think it's one of my definite favourites. I think you're right. You don't need the rest of them when you see how good this one actually is.
Yeah.
I just think there's a couple of things that I just don't think would like necessary that I feel like Disney sort of put in there to sort of give things a bit of a backstory, and I just think the kyber crystals thing, that's the one thing that I'm just sort of like, okay, like they keep talking about it's all about the kyber crystal, and that's the thing that keeps linking them. They all seem to have this little item like Han's die or like Luke's lightsaber.
It's kind of meaningless,
and it's like it is kind of meaningless. I'm just like, okay, well, I can get it. You're thinking about your dad when you look at it, and it's like a visual representation of what your relationship with your dad is. But I'm just like, I get it. You're trying to do this kyber crystal shit, but I don't know.
It could have just been a little trinket made of just a bit of stone.
That was anything, but they were trying to make it into like, oh, kyber crystals, this is going to come up later, and I feel like it is going to come up later.
Like it's in someone important's Jedi lightsaber.
Well, like, have you not seen Today? Today, literally, there was a thing on like why Kylo Ren's kyber crystal is smashed on YouTube.
Okay.
So people believe that his one's cracked or whatever, and then he's just trying to harness it, and it's exploding out. That's why it's so jagged.
Comes out where it's got like the hilt thing.
That's why it's so jagged and it's got so much energy attached to it. So I think that's quite cool. Anyway, back on that, more on Rogue One. There was a couple of things with like Lyra. I mean, obviously this was all like needed to happen to bring the story forward because obviously no one in Star Wars can ever have parents.
Yes.
Or living relatives.
Yes, they have to.
Until later when they find out they're actually evil living relatives.
And then they die.
Almost, not straight away, but yeah. So obviously Lyra having to die, but it made me think like those Death Troopers are just like, they're really cool. They're amazing. They're amazing. The Death Troopers are amazing. But then they were like, I was like, surely you've got like some sort of thermal recognitions or something.
Oh,
or,
what?
like,
How they didn't see?
Yeah,
that.
and Lyra's just like
hiding in the
just hiding in some grass, and
Yeah.
also Jin's just right there. Like, and also they've got droids that can go and find people in Hoth.
Yeah,
why do they not have like a droid
Which you see
there?
pro droids in it. Like,
Why have you not got a droid just going? Yeah, there's fucking people there.
Yeah.
We can sense 10 life forms that can breathe and are massive or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense.
No.
I didn't massively like, and I've never really liked it, is the theme that comes up. It comes up a couple of times when it literally says Rogue One at the start.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that one. But the other theme, I love all the music in this movie, apart from that little theme.
Which one's the other theme then?
It's a bit of a sadder theme.
Okay.
And you've got the ticking clock where it's like...
That's cool.
I love the sound design. I loved just the music.
They need to incorporate the
Yes.
more
Really,
like they did in the trailer, because that trailer literally got me so... you
so
loved
good.
this film before you even fucking saw it.
But
because of that trailer.
I had no real... I kind of knew, it's some guys getting the plans, but I didn't really go like, crazy research about it. But just stuff like the canon when they're on Urdu, and they're trying to get, Mads Mikkelsen, who's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah, we like Ben Mendelsohn.
When they're going for Mads Mikkelsen, there's that cannon on top, and it's shooting down the X-Wings.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
the
sound design, everything felt really weighty. And I don't know.
And the other guy's gun as well, the Chinese guy's gun.
Yes,
his
Baze.
Yeah.
And Cheru. Right. The things I sort of really thought about when I was watching this time was there isn't really... You never feel like you feel like the Rogue One team, sort of, when they all sort of assemble, before they even fly off, but just as they're working together, they're going to Urdu or whatever. It kind of feels like everyone else is completely against them. So you've got the rebels who are really twats.
Yeah.
And it's the only film you
sort of see.
It's the only film you really see that side of them being. They've got their own interests. It's not. They're not all peace and love and whatever.
Well, it's like because you see the rebellion in Yavin, but you see it sort of like fucking pumping. You know, like it seems like a big thing at the time. But I feel like it's nice because of what Jin did. It gave them all massive amount of hope, and they all came together.
Yeah, it linked them together. But I felt like the rebellion. It felt like they were real people they've all got their own interests, and they're not all 100% like good guys.
Yeah.
But I liked how you were just with this group of people who. They were trying to do the right thing, but everyone's going, we're going to fucking try and blow you up anyway. We're going to fly on Urdu and bomb the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And we're not going to come and help you. Well, they did, obviously, at the end, come and help you, but they're going to go, well, we're not going to help you. We don't believe you. Yeah. And I liked how everyone's just twats, really. And it was this little group. And a big thing I hear when this came out was people were like, the characters are a bit shit. You don't get to know them. There's not enough time to get to know them. No. I really connect with the actual
I really connect with Cassian.
Katie Sasso, even Jin. I'm going to go something else I didn't like. The first conversation of Jin and Cassian in the room is very awkward. I think Felicity Jones...
Which one?
So it's when they
in the room with
Mon Mothma right at the start.
Oh right,
yeah,
okay.
It's the first time you actually hear Jin speak as an adult.
Yeah,
and the acting isn't great. And every time I watch, I'm like, that's.
See, I didn't mind that one. What I did mind was the one scene just after that where they're on the thing and she's like, "I can have this blaster. I know how to use it, Dad." And it was all a bit weird with that.
It kind of feels like they almost filmed it all in a sequence. So later on, it clicked in. Also with Tarkin, where the first 2 or 3. Scenes with him in.
See, I just didn't see what people. I like it.
I like it. But at the start, and maybe it's just because you get used to it. But I kind of wish the first scene with him because he's looking out the window.
It was just him looking out.
It should have been that.
Yeah.
And but I think maybe they have to just pull the band-aid off and go, look, this is what he's going to look like.
I mean, it was the best they could have done, 100%.
Yeah, I'm going to keep ranting about this movie how much I love it. So another thing I love is the stormtroopers. Again, them armor always seem really shitty and plasticky. This one, to my memory, is the first one where Chiru is doing the blind stuff. The blind stuff. Sorry, he's blind doing the thingy, and he shatters the visor. It shatters the visor out of the and it felt like it wasn't. It felt like it was actually a working helmet, not just a plastic where they made 1,000 of them. But there's a couple of them where
but there's so many of those points where they both just smash the stormtroopers in the face. Yeah, and it doesn't really feel. I'm like, well, But again, just shoot them.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
If only they could
when she's fighting, there's a bit where she's got her gun.
And it's just
like I'm good at fighting. But yeah, I liked it how it actually felt like it's just pushing it. Everything felt very, very real and tangible. There wasn't, apart from Tarkin, really, and there's a few little shots on Scarif, and I think it maybe was because it's the blue sea behind it, but there's a few of the ship shots where it looks a little bit, it doesn't look shit, but it stands out.
There was one in Yavin that didn't look very good.
But I think when they're in space with the black background, it's a lot easier to make things. A thing I noticed this time was the Corvette, which I fucking love. The
Hamhead Corvette.
It blows up. I didn't realise that. It blows up when the things crash together. I was a bit pissed off about that. I never noticed it.
But it's one of those things, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Like, that sorted them out. And Admiral Radish just there. He was so super good in it. I'm glad it wasn't just Admiral Akbar doing Admiral Akbar. It was Admiral Radish.
It's shame he got killed as well. Like,
I know.
Slaughtered. So I'm quickly flying through these notes as quick as I can. So, Saul Guerrera, I like him, but he was clearly all over that Port Cullet thing. I think that's what made him mad. He's just Port Cullet. I'm just going to my room with Port Cullet.
Port Cullet,
just Port Cullet on his dick all over him. The Vader. Sorry, we'll come back and talk over this, but I'm just quickly getting everything out of my brain quickly. Vader's suit. I know it had to try and fit in with A New Hope, but it seemed a bit like costume shoppy.
Vader's suit, it did have to fit in with
plastic.
but it just feels like the guy just needs to put his shoulders back a bit more.
Yeah.
He needs something else, a little bit more height on his shoulders about there.
Yeah, he seemed small. He wasn't as imposing.
But that's literally just because his shoulders aren't as broad and his neck just seemed wider. He's just
James Earl Jones obviously sounds older. Like
he does.
There's no avoiding it. So
he does. I quite liked. There was no cute little furry animals, and all the cute little furry animals were replaced by brutal bits showing you how dark the Empire and the Star Wars universe is.
Yeah,
and like with that guy, one of my favorite scenes is when that guy gets shot in the back, and that's like literally probably the second scene you see.
Yeah.
Like probably the first present day scene you see, and it's just super tense, and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? But then you're sort of like, oh, this is actually. Yeah, it just sort of sets the whole tone for the movie.
It's like...
And it continues with that, with Cassian. But Jin was just sort of like semi-thrown into it, but like she sort of felt quite naive, like think people don't, I don't know, like it was a bit...
It's weird because she's got this kind of record of soul and everyone going, she's absolutely amazing at fighting, which they show. Yeah. Kind of like I kind of really want to see that whole past bit where she's grown up as like just a child soldier.
Bit. Yeah, so you need something like that. But then when she turns up, she's sort of like... I know how to use it, blah, 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 but she seems dead kiddie. Like, she seems a bit too, like, she can't actually handle herself, and she's actually not living in the real world that much. You know what I mean? Like, surely she'd seen, because Cassian's sort of going on about, like, oh, I've not been in this fight for 5 seconds, like, you have, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, her mindset just completely changes after she sees a thing with her dad.
Yeah, I think once she lost her dad, she didn't know he was alive or dead, and she was a bit like lost in life. Saul leaves her, and she's just sort of floating around, and then that like confirms that her dad's, because for all she knows, he's dead.
Dad's it,
because there aren't really any Jedi. Obviously, got Darth Vader a little bit, and Darth Vader at the end. But Chiru, who obviously isn't a Jedi, but to me, he's very close to being.
He's better than most Jedi that we've seen in the prequels.
Especially watching the prequel. Yeah. And I thought it really shows the Force. To me, it's one of the best ways of showing the Force with very little. I kind of believe him as a Jedi. He's like a nice guy. He's doing the right thing.
Jedi, but they just go, but he's not a Jedi.
Yeah.
But they keep just going, but you're not a Jedi. It's like, why is no one just giving him a fucking lightsaber?
Yeah, because he'd be fucking kick-ass. But to me, it showed the Force and what... It just put it across much better to me than Anakin and Obi-Wan doing 25 backflips for no reason. Like, him as a character, and I don't want to, like, ship him, everyone already has, but I don't know if they're going out or there's just a lot of love, but the relationship with him and Baze.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's a lot, I really...
yeah.
I don't know, people say, but I like it. I really think that each character is put across, and you haven't got that much time to do it, but I totally got their relationship, and either they're in love or they're just friends, or they've obviously been hanging around forever, and when they start to die...
Yeah, no, that gets I feel like the deaths in this whole thing, spoilers, sorry. The deaths in this is, each one's sort of like, do you know, you probably don't know this, but in football, if a player scores a hat-trick, they always get taken off early so everyone can give them their own personal round of applause.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right, so basically it happens, and each, like, death is like, oh no, like K2SO thingy.
Okay,
each one's just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then you're like, once like 5 of them are dead, you're like, yeah, they're all going to die, aren't they?
Yeah.
But that's what makes it obviously fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I, not to bring up
because it makes it so self-contained. You couldn't ever have a Rogue 2.
I feel for the characters and just them dying, and especially when the shield gets shut, and it's like, we're not getting off.
Yeah, especially
we're dead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they were dead.
Well, I mean, I get it. How are they going to get out of here? Like,
yeah, but like there was no like.
They didn't know the Death Star's coming.
Yeah, but like I don't know why they didn't try and get a ship. You know,
Yeah.
like why Jin,
Well, 'cause
Jin and Thingy were just there. Like they had time to go and cuddle on a beach, but they didn't
Yeah.
have time to
See,
just go
I-
and run and
I-
get the tie hanger. No, I completely agree.
Yeah,
They made the
yeah.
film, but they didn't
Yeah.
have time to go and get into a tie hanger and just
Yeah.
literally just fly away.
Yeah, but there was hit the side of the thing. Like,
No, they wouldn't because that shit was gone.
Side, maybe.
It was
like-
gone. The whole thing was gone.
Oh, at that point. Sorry, yeah. But
So
I
like,
don't think it looked up. Yeah.
Well, they could see the huge thing coming up, and
Yeah.
I don't know. They sort
Well, I
of
know all
knew.
that. That was the main section.
But
of
you
the
know what I mean?
film.
Like
It was
they've
all
got the thing. They'd sent it. They
Yeah.
need to go. That's
Yeah,
the plan.
it
like,
makes sense.
But
Well,
anyway, never mind.
But I love the whole. I don't know, Cassian and Jin as because it's not really like a love story thing.
No, I don't think
But
it is.
I very
I
much-
don't want it to be.
Yeah. I very much believe the relationship.
Yeah.
And the whole thing where they're sat in the lift going
Well, 'cause
down,
they're
and they're
both-
looking at each other like, and especially on the beach, I think they're looking at each other going, "Shit, something could have happened here," or what? That's what I see
No,
from it.
that's fine.
And it's like, here comes the fucking
Yeah.
tsunami or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
We're about to be irradiated to death.
But they're like happy with it.
They're happy with it, but I basically actually feel they feel like actual people, humans, emotions. Whereas all the prequels we have to sit through, I was never like, yeah, I tell you, Anakin's so in love, or
Yeah,
maybe a bit of Obi-Wan.
I felt a bit of
But-
everyone, but also with the other Jedi when they died. After,
Yes.
when the clones were killing them.
Yeah.
Like, the other deaths in there, Mace Windu obviously not, but like the other deaths in there were actually pretty sad. And you sort of felt like,
Yeah.
oh, they're dying.
K2SO
that's sad.
I cared about more than anyone else.
Really?
I thought he was fucking good. I was so fucked when he got killed.
Yeah. I liked Bodhi. Bodhi was one of my
I was
favourite
going to say,
characters.
in terms
the
of
whole
actually
thing.
acting,
Yes,
his performance
fantastic.
is
yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, him, Cassian Andor, Diego Luna, sorry, and the Chinese guys.
Yes.
Both of them were really good. I mean, obviously, I think Felicity Jones is it?
Jones, yeah.
Yeah, she was really, really, really good. I'm not going to take anything away from her.
I
but
love Felicity Jones. With
You
it.
love her
She
so much.
Des Padme, Felicity Jones is the moany-faced sort of. She's my favourite. I just believed her, and especially her, and I like Mads Mikkelsen. I really like as a
Oh
dad.
yeah, no, he was
And I
fantastic.
believe the relationship between them.
Oh, yeah,
it
no,
just
no.
all felt very real.
That speech when he's in the hologram and he says
Oh,
about
it's
the whole
fucking-
thing,
yeah.
that's the most heart-wrenching part of the whole Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
The whole Star Wars saga, that is
Yeah.
the most heart-wrenching part.
He's so fucking good.
Because it's so, that part's just so real of it. I don't know, that more than anything else, that was fantastic.
Ben Mendelsohn's so good again. Ben
Mendelsohn is really good.
But my favourite line in it is when he comes back to see
Yeah,
the planet
and
around the start.
yeah,
and he goes,
yeah.
"Well, Lyra's dead." And
Yeah,
blah, blah,
Lyra's
blah.
back from
and
the
then
dead.
Lyra, look at that! It's a miracle or whatever. Yeah,
Back
it's
from the
Lyra
dead.
back from the dead. He's so fucking good. Basically, this is to me, out of all the Star Wars films I've watched, maybe I need to obviously rewatch 4, 5, and 6, but it's the most in my lifetime. I'm quite happy to say this is my favourite, and a lot of it is just the acting of the people. I believe what's going on. I'm not like there's loads of space wizards.
Yeah.
It just all works.
No, I agree.
And it has Darth Vader, which we wanted being
Yeah.
a badass, which he never really actually wanting to kill people and doing it.
Has probably the second best fight, spaceship
fight.
Yes, fight.
Yeah.
Probably second best, or maybe even first best, because there was more.
Were you thinking of Endor? You compared it to Endor?
I'm comparing it to Endor.
Obviously,
but no, I don't know. I think they're sort of tied because there was a lot more going on with this one because there were so many different classes of ships.
Yeah, that's
and
why I love that.
That's what I mean. I liked it,
Yeah.
and that's what I really, really thought was great. I mean. I think it's obviously
U-wing,
great.
yeah.
I like the A-Wing as well. I think the A-Wing is fantastic.
Is that the A-wing?
Sorry, no, U-Wing,
U-wing.
sorry.
Yeah,
U-wing.
that's the U-wing. A-Wings, well,
Yeah.
there might be an A-wing in it, or I don't know.
No, they don't think there is an
They
A-Wing
don't
in
appear to
it.
Return of the Jedi, I think.
Well, I don't know why that is.
I think they weren't invented, so they didn't want to
Yeah, I don't know if they just...
retroactively.
I don't know. I think they just sort of want to sell... If they can put something else in it, they will.
They used a lot of costumes from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, just stuff that was left over.
Well, the intertextual references in there were absolutely amazing. Like the backgrounds on Yavin were the most iconic thing. Like those bright boards that had like the things. All of that was just like, I know I'm in a Star Wars movie. Oh my god.
Jimmy Smits, fucking just him being in it's cool.
What, the dad from Derry Girls?
Well, no. The dad. Well, no, Revenge of the Sith. He was in that.
Oh,
What's it called?
what's his face? Leo Organa's dad.
Yes.
Senator Organa. I mean, I liked how he came in. It feels like he could have been in that whole thing with Mon Martha from the start. You didn't need to come in halfway through and go, na, 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 na. And he did it, but then he had like speaking lines when they were all having a chat. So I was like, just have him in there. Why are we having to make it into a big thing?
Separated.
I mean, Mon Martha was one that I really liked in there. I thought that was really cool. The most amazing thing, this is one of my favourite things, and this is one of the things that I saw, and you only know if you're a real Star Wars fan, and it wasn't rubbed in your face, but the
I probably won't know this now.
The what's its faces, the actors, the fact they use the old original.
The Red Squadron.
Yeah, the Red Squadron, and quite a few others. It seems like they used the Y-wing pilot.
Yes, that's Gold Leader. Gold's the Y-wing.
They used so many, and it was just like they just popped them in between real ones, and you couldn't really tell the difference a lot of the time. Yeah. And I was like, fucking hell, that's super fucking cool.
Was it Red 5 who crashes into the thing?
Red crashes the one that dies. No, that's not the one that dies. That's not one. Yeah, he gets hit by a TIE fighter a bit later on.
That's Luke's.
Yeah, Luke's call sign, which is really cool.
And I didn't realise they're all meant to be all X-wings were meant to be blue. They were never meant to be red, but because when they did the original Star Wars, it didn't work on the green screen.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're all red. That's why you have now got some blue.
That's
X-wings.
cool.
And I love how there's an AT-ST just coming down the fucking road.
Yeah, I like that
the whole battle scene.
I really like that.
I know there's a screaming baby, but you just have to do that.
No, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That was the only humanising part for the first half of it, really.
Yeah.
But with the tanks, I've avoided to see Star Wars tanks for so long, and we actually got to see one, like in that era. In the middle era.
Oh, yeah.
Because it feels like they've constantly brought them out as toys and stuff like that. But there's like Lego, but you never actually get to see them. What are you smiling about there?
No, I'm just asking how long this is going to be, and I'm going to cut so little of it. I don't care. It's fucking 40 minutes. I just fucking love this movie. Gina, so I say she's my favourite girl. She's the best girl so far. Don't care about you.
Okay.
Who's your best girl?
I don't know.
Fisher, Return of the Jedi.
Potentially.
I like Jin. Jin's my Jin.
Yeah,
Jin.
I also who else did I like? I can't remember. I don't know.
Right, so just before we do the scores, I thought I'd mention a few prints I've bought and some cool artists, because I've got loads of prints and especially loads of Rogue One ones. So I've put them over here, so Mark can see them.
Yeah.
So here they are. Check out the guys. They're all pretty cool. So I'm going to start with Matt Ferguson, which is the one where they're running.
Yeah.
So Matt Ferguson, it's just, he does a lot of Marvel stuff, a lot of Star Wars stuff. Here's his stuff. It's very cool. Hopefully the picture's good. And then... the one with the TIE fighter, which is a scene cut from the film.
Yeah.
This guy is called Kris Miklos.
Okay.
Kris Miklos. He's completely unrelated. He started doing these cool animations. I think I sent you one with Link, like Breath of the Wild animations.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that, yeah.
So check out his stuff. He's got some cool, I guess, Flash. I don't know how to do animations, but yeah. Then we've got the kind of planet.
That one's hidden behind something.
It's the way it's the...
Oh,
you know the one.
That's massive.
Yeah. Sorry. So that one is The Beach by Kilian Eng.
Yeah,
Kilian Eng is fucking cool. Oh god, I've got more. Wait, hold on. Okay, then we've got Death Trooper.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Do you remember we went to Edinburgh?
Yeah,
that one day.
And you bought this.
I bought that one.
You bought this. Literally, you were wasting. You were like, I think it's too much, but I'll buy it.
I'll buy it. So that's by Mr. Krayola.
Okay.
There it is.
Captain
and then we've actually mentioned this one in another one before, but that's Martin and Ansin. A Rogue One from Mondo I got. But anyway, check out that they're all...
Don't be doing that sad face. Martin Ansin's banging just because we mentioned it before.
No, I hate it. No, I really like it, but
Okay.
I'm saying I hate when we bring up stuff twice. I don't know why. But no, they're all really cool artists.
Now, for the scores.
The scores, I can't wait.
The scores are... I'm going to give it an 8.
An 8 out of 10?
8 out of 10. I think that's 8 out of 10. Like it's one of my favourites. It's definitely in my top 3. Good. So I love it. So
I am going to give it. I'm probably going to give it about an 8.5 to be honest.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah, and it's.
I think that's fine.
It might even be.
I really think that's fair enough.
We'll see what we get to, but I think about an 8.5, but I'm struggling to think of things I don't particularly like about it. I really like it. I suppose the only one thing I'd hope for is in 20 years' time, they might go back and just touch up some of the CGI, which they probably will do. Because
I don't think you need to.
We'll know more of the Tarkin and stuff. I just don't know if that's going to age that well.
Well, yeah, but the thing is...
Also Leia as well. Leia's a bit creepy.
Leia's a bit creepy, but the thing is, you just got to know that it's the best they could have done, and I think the rest of the CGI, the fucking... Star Destroyers.
I think a lot of Star Destroyers were models, which I like. But there's one.
But the way they use the shadow,
yes,
the shadow,
that was a real
the way
model.
They use all the shadow in the whole thing, I'm like, fucking yes. Anyway,
so 8.5,
8.25 is the full
8.25. Fucking go and watch Rogue One. Okay?
Yeah, Rogue One.
This will be remembered as a good movie. I think in 100 years, when they're looking back at them, when there's 50 episodes. I just fucking love this movie. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
This is Rogue One. Goodbye.
Excellent. Bye bye. Have a nice day.